Hey, what is up, guys? Steve here, and it is time to start another stream. Today, it is just me. Nobody else replied when I asked if anyone was going to be coming, but that is all right. Today, we are playing Pokemon Stadium 2 Rental Randomizer. We are currently at the very first cup, the Pokeball Cup. However, we are on the Ultra Ball difficulty. We are currently at 14 resets, so the game is proving to be a little bit more difficult than the original Stadium, which makes perfect sense considering a lot of the movesets are significantly worse. It appears our team is actually pretty solid. We got two top tier contender Pokemon, Kadabra and Raichu. We got two relatively okay Pokemon in Growlithe and Sandshrew. And we got two dunces, Magikarp and Azumarill. I wouldn't even bring Azumarill to a team full of fire types. That's how much I do not think Azumarill is very good. We may take a look at its stats once again, but Azumarill, if I recall, is not very fast. And if I recall, its special attack's not very good either. So I'm pretty sure it's going to be kind of like Lediba, where maybe it's more of like either an HP or special defensive tank. But I think it just has low stats. So we'll definitely see. Go ahead and get started. Start a timer. Oh, my controller's off. There we go. All right. Well, I think we've proven that pretty much anybody can beat the first guy, but I think that was the previous game. This team looks better than what I recall. I think that was Stadium. Yeah, that was the Baby Cup or whatever it was called in the other game. That was easy. Okay, well, I don't think we're going to be sweeping this guy. Unless this one shots. It could. Heracross is fighting type after all. Ooh. Okay. Okay. You know. Okay. So, can anybody tell me why Endure exists? Is it just so you could use moves like Reversal? Is that like it? So that way you can max your damage on. Did you see that? It just hung on with Focus Band. That's not cool. Wow. Okay, well, I don't think Growlithe is faster than Heracross, so I'm gonna go with Raichu. That's not cool. A Kadabra Psychic should do more than 0 damage. Yeah, I thought Raichu had quick attack. No, not Heracroy. Well, we're not going to be getting any continues. That's unfortunate. You know, Pinsir could be good or bad. Really depends on the moveset they gave it. If they gave it Vice Grip, it's bad. Okay, well, with the Sword Stance, at least Vice Grip is passable now. You know, if it has Vice Grip, I still think we'll probably live. If it's got something stronger, like Body Slam, I do not think we will live. Good. Good, good, good. Because I was not confident Sandshrew was going to outspeed and knock out Pinsir. I think I brought Sandshrew. I might have brought Growlithe. Honestly, don't remember. Okay, well, Butterflee's flying type, so that should be simple. Well, Raichu's 3 for 3. At least we have that going for us.
There are no more remaining Pokemon. And there goes the battle.
I definitely think, though, we could have gotten a continue, because I probably could have just swapped out and did the whole sweep with Raichu. Okay, well, Raichu should sweep 4 of these Pokemon. We'll start with Raichu. The last 2, Quagmire, Quagsire, and Magneton. Well, I guess we can go Sandshrew for Magneton. And Quagsire, it just doesn't hit very hard, so I'm curious if I should go Kadabra. But really, there isn't a good option. So I think we'll just go Kadabra anyways. I think it has a punch, right? It does have a punch. Unfortunately, the punch doesn't work because it's ground type. Still, it hits hard. Quite frankly, I think Kadabra could probably survive anything but Earthquake. The world doesn't know if it has Earthquake or not. It is only Ultra Ball Cup, but you never know. They might have made Ultra Ball Cup hard. We do have 14 resets after all. After 2 weeks, I don't really remember a lot of the teams. All right, well, Kabutops' special defense isn't nearly as high as Omastar's, so... Oh, I'm guessing Quagsire? It is Quagsire, okay. Well, that's unfortunate. What's even more unfortunate is we really need Raichu, so we have to swap into something. But what are we swapping to is about to die. Probably. So I'm going to go with Sandshrew because it's the mascot. And if it lives, it might outspeed. Quagsire is really slow. I'm guessing it must have a ground attack, though, if they swapped out into it on purpose. It is Earthquake. Okay. And it was a crit. Sandshrew survived an Earthquake crit. Now that is surprising. Sweet. Get one attack in. Huh. Huh. Trading crits. I like it. It's almost like we just did 2 turns in 1 turn. All right, well, Kadabra should be able to knock it out from here. Unless, of course, it's holding onto a focus band again.
The number of remaining Pokemon is 2 to 3. A psychic blast. It's a weak spot. Oh, and down it goes. Which Pokemon will join the battle now? Oh, it's Dugong. Two Pokemon remain on.
All right, sorry. Got a message. All right, well, why do I not remember what the first Pokemon was? I think it was Kabutops. So interesting. Let me see which one's more powerful. Thunder Punch is 75 times 2, which is 150. Psychic is just 135, so it's Thunder Punch, but not by much. Dugong can probably not knock out Kadabra.
The commands are made.
Hey, Dominic.
A sharp attack. That had to hurt.
You know, Dominic, if YouTube was like Discord, I would give you a secret nickname that only I could see, just so I would know who you are all the time.
Unfolding.
Because I think you could do one-sided nicknames on Discord.
Serious attack. Drill the weakness.
I had a feeling it would live.
Nasty toxic. Wearing the bow down.
What's the name of what we both have with our nose? That is
Restore HP. Pokemon is still capable of
give me a
going up.
moment to think about it.
Another one looks tired. There.
Deviated septum.
Yes, it's a hit. Oh, it has no strength left. Just one Pokemon remains. This Pokemon is back for another go. This is the last Pokemon.
All right. Well, Kabutops. Yeah, that's it. It's basically where you can only breathe out of one side of your nose.
There's the attack. That struck home.
Nice.
It's gripped by
Double nice. I mean, we weren't going to lose, but, you know, it's nice to see that luck can go our way.
from both
We might be using it too early.
Will this do it? Wham! The last Pokemon goes down. And there goes the battle.
All good, all good. A lot of people don't know what's wrong with them until, like, it gets brought up in conversation. Like, you'll just be at, like, school or something, and and you'll be like, someone will bring up, trying to think of, I can't think of an example. Someone will be like, I tripped over my pants today, putting on my pants. They'll be like, what do you mean you tripped over your pants? Well, and then you say an argument like, well, you know, when you gotta hop into both legs at the same time, sometimes you miss. And then the other person will be like, just put them on one at a time. And then you just, you know, you forehead yourself and you're like, oh, one leg at a time. I never thought of that. You know, something stupid like that. You never know until someone brings it up. All right, let's see. Azumarill has Waterfall, 80 special attack. 110 physical attack for Sandshrew. Do I have a cold a lot? No, I just, so there's something weird about me. I feel like with a lot of people at a deviated septum, it's they don't, like, their body isn't trying to like clear their nose out all the time. But for some reason, my body, ever since I was a child, or really as far as I can remember, always builds up your like snot in your nose trying to clear whatever the problem is, but it never clears the problem ever. So in the end, I just end up having to sniffle a lot. It never goes away. I don't know if that problem exists with other people, but it probably doesn't. Probably just a me thing. But on the bright side, I hear something like your body, you know, like it only tries to create white blood cells or something when it's trying to fight a disease. And I guess my nose is the disease that my body is trying to fight all the time. So I don't get sick. That's like a interesting byproduct. I never get sick, like ever. So maybe that's part of it. There are a lot of other things. I also just I do a lot of things dirty that other people just don't. Like, I'll reuse a plate multiple times. I'm sure that's probably not good. I will eat cold chicken without cooking it. Now, of course, it was cooked once before, but I'm saying is I don't like warm it up. Same thing with like pizza. I might leave pizza out all night and then eat a slice next morning. I do a lot of things that prepare my body for the worst. All right, well, let's see what this is all about. All right, our opponent has 3 Pokemon weak to water moves. You know, if Azumarill had more than 81 speed, which is only a fraction faster than Sandshrew. Oh, man. Just all of them resist Growlithe. Like, all of them. I mean, I guess technically not Dig, but it's 60 power Dig, so... Not all of them. Obviously, Steelix and... Or whatever it's called, is weak to it. But... The problem is... Growlithe, even though Steelix is weak to fire, is still not going to one-shot Steelix, and Steelix will most likely one-shot us if it has Earthquake. Considering the last trainer, Quagsire, had Earthquake, it would not shock me if they put Earthquake on Steelix. Right, but what you never know what kind of bacteria or whatever could have grown on it overnight, you know? Gotta teach your body to not live in a bubble, you know? A lot of people go through their life. Everything's clean all the time. Everything. I don't shower every single day. Like, I shower like 2 or 3 times a week. Sometimes 2. And by some, sorry, 2 or 3 times a week, sometimes 1. I just feel like if you're in a constant state of clean, you're going to get sick often. And then you're going to get other people sick. All right, anyways. Now, I'm curious if bringing Growlithe is worth it because it does technically beat 2 Pokemon. You can't really swap into Steelix. Like, you would have to start against Steelix or have to have something die against Steelix and then swap into it. But I think it could work as long as it does. Steelix doesn't have, like, Rock Slide or Earthquake, which it probably does. Let's see. Raichu's useless. It's only good against Ammonite. So it seems like it's Kadabra, Growlithe, and it's a tie between Azumarill and Sandshrew. God, there's just no world I can see myself bringing Azumarill. I'm not even sure Azumarill can one-shot Golem. I definitely know it can't one-shot Donphan or Steelix. Oh, man, you know Ammonite's going to have Surf. So you can't really bring Sandshrew. Oh my god. I mean, Knabra's not going to sweep, that's for sure. Especially with all these physical Pokemon out there. It's not a good team for this matchup. I guess I could bring Raichu, because in theory, I can Thunder the Ursaring, Fortress, and Ammonite. But that leaves Growlithe for Steelix, Donphan, and Golem. Because Kadabra is not going to do much. It might two-shot one of them, but it gets one shot in return, probably. So, I mean, it gives Growlithe a lot of the heavy lifting, and I really don't like that. But it really seems like I have no other choice. Also, I can't beat Donphan. Realistically, I might not also be able to defeat Golem either. Yeah, I think it's got to be... I mean, Azumarill's fine. It has Waterfall, but it's just... It's so slow, and its defense is just so bad. Well, I mean, its defense is not bad. Its special attack is bad. My bad. It's so slow, though. But it might be necessary. It might be a necessary evil. Now I'm kind of considering Azumarill, Growlithe, Raichu. Because, I mean, what's Kadabra really going to do? Kadabra is going to throw out one Psychic out there and then die. Assuming they all have good moves. Obviously, if they don't have moves like Earthquake and Rock Slide and Slash, Kadabra could live. But they probably won't. But I guess Kadabra is good for cleaning up because of how fast it is. Like if Zoomerol, let's say, throws the Surf out on Donphan, and then Donphan's like got 50 HP left, Kadabra can finish that 50 HP. Maybe that's a good reason. And actually, the same goes for Growlithe. Growlithe might be able to do like get like Steelix down to like 50, and then Kadabra probably won't be able to finish it off from 50, considering it resists Psychic, but oh, and they probably have Earthquake, so Growlithe's Dig's not very good either. Where have I been? I was on vacation. We went to Las Vegas. I think I mentioned it during the stream, but I guess I probably should have just made a community post about it. That probably would have cleared things up. And then Saturday, Speed and Ike canceled. We were gonna do Saturday because I was back. I was back on Friday. Ooh. Well, I think you were probably asleep because it was at the end of one of the streams. Yeah, I'm torn. I don't know. I feel like Raichu's the cut because Raichu just can't do anything. So it's Kadabra, Zoomerol, Growlithe. The question is, what order do I put it in? Because I mean, Growlithe's good against 2 Pokemon. Azumarill's good against 3 Pokemon. And Kadabra is just kind of jack of all trades, master of none. But Kadabra is there to clean up, so it really shouldn't go first. So I guess I talked myself into it. Azumarill's good at 3, so we'll throw Azumarill out. Hey, Alien LDR, welcome to the stream. How's the run going? You know, just okay. I'd say that we've had some pretty bad luck with the team selections. All right, well, I guess we got the matchup we wanted because I think Azumarill might be faster than Golem, but there's a very strong chance it's not. Sweet. Wow. With Azumarill's 80 attack, it still finished off Golem. I mean, I knew I'd finish off a Geodude or a Graveler, but a Golem is surprisingly high. I mean, it's not high. It's like 45, 55, something like that, but it's high enough to survive something as weak as a Azumarill. It's like, yeah. Okay, well, this is the one matchup that technically you do want for like Kadabra, so it's just deal as much damage as humanly possible, then swap into Kadabra to finish it off. I would consider Rain Dance, but Rain Dance only increases the next attack by 50%. And if Azumarill's going to die in 2 attacks... Oh, that works out. Regardless, the math works out that if you go Rain Dance, Waterfall, it's 300%. And if you go Waterfall, it's 300%. So you'd have to assume you're going to make it a lot of turns. Yes. Ooh, it must not have a good move like Slash. I might actually knock this thing out. It's locked into rollout, and somehow I'm faster, which doesn't seem right. Is Ursaring really just that slow? Waterfall is not physical in this game. In the first 3 generations, all water moves are special. All of them, no matter what. Pokemon Ursaring. Ursaring has 55 speed. Well, that's kind of what Azumarill has, doesn't it? Azumarill's got 50 speed. Azumarill is slower than Ursaring. Why was it going first? I guess that Ursaring's got some really bad stats.
Pokemon is still capable of going up, but the other one looks tired.
Good, good. Expected.
Knockout. There's only one Pokemon left to come out. Oh, it's Fortress.
Fortress. Well, guys, I think we won.
The number of remaining Pokemon is
So Fortress is
the 10th battle.
Steel Bug. Okay, so I think this guy's gimmick might be Rollout. And if his gimmick is Rollout, he might spend the first like 2 or 3 turns getting a Rollout on Kadabra, and then he'll one-shot the
Each other warily.
Growlithe. So hear me out. I think Kinesis is the way to go. Because if he's going to spam Rollout, because let's be honest, Fortress doesn't have any good moves. So it's got to be Rollout. And also if he uses, well, he can't use self-destruct
The trainer has it.
if he has it at all. So I think it's Kinesis.
They prepare for battle. There it
Just keep on Kinesising. And that way I can get, oh, right. You're right. It does have dig. So that would, regardless, Growlithe is still weak to roll out anyway. So I mean, the first move of a chain is already, well, but it is a Fortress, so it is bad. That's fine. 1 Kinesis will do. 1.
What's this? That was weak. What's next? A light hit.
Yes, Alien. That's how they balance the game. They make weak Pokemon strong. They make strong Pokemon weak. Yep. But the thing is, Azumarill is technically a stage 2 Pokemon. Well, sorry, there is no first stage. Or what do you, the stages are dumb in this game. Okay, technically stage 2 is like the third one. Okay, so Marill is basic. Azumarill is first stage. So what I'm saying is it's fully evolved is what I'm saying. So like they would have incentive to lower the stats. They're both first stage Pokemon, both Azumarill and Ursaring. So in theory, they should get the same kind of nerf. But I guess not. I guess they recognized how bad it is. Did I get a free choice with this team? I probably did. I mean, I can't see any other reason. I like the idea that I just magically got a Kadabra. Probably unlikely, but it's been over a week. I honestly can't remember it. All right. Well, Raichu's good against 2 of them. Well, I guess it's Skarmory's neutral. Let's see. Kadabra's good against 1 of them. Or no, I guess that's Thunder Punch, so it's good against 3 of them. Okay, well, no, it's good against 1 of them twice. Growlithe is really bad against most of them. I mean, I guess it's got Dig for Ampharos and Tentacruel, but I mean, Tentacruel is gonna knock it out with Surf. Good against Skarmory, though. Yeah, our team is also not particularly built for this opponent either, but I definitely think Kadabra is probably a good shot. Raichu's a good shot. And so the problem here with Growlithe against Wobbuffet is that Flamethrower and Dig, it's good to have both, but unfortunately Dig is obvious. He'll know to use counter. Porygon 2 is so strong. I really don't know what to do against Porygon 2. Like, Porygon 2 basically Every single Porygon 2 I've ever seen has Zap Cannon, so Azumarill really can't come. They pretty much have Psychic and Zap Cannon by default. Like, you can just always assume Porygon 2 has both. So, I guess which of the two has better special defense? 82, 110. But Azumarill is weak to Zap Cannon, so... Oh, I didn't get a free choice. Wow, that's pretty lucky. I really, really wish I could bring Sandshrew because it's so strong, but its special defense is 65, and there are 2 water Pokemon and 2 special attackers. Would Kinesis help against Zap Cannon? Well, I mean, at that point, it's just going to spam Psychic if you hit it with Kinesis, most likely. I think you just got to hope that it doesn't use Porygon 2 and Wobbuffet. Like, that would be the nightmare combo if it used both Porygon 2 and Wobbuffet. Let's see, does Kadabra have anything physical? It does not. Ooh, that's bad. I mean, it's bad for Wobbuffet, but in theory, I could use 6 Kinesises on Wobbuffet and then swap out. But as we just mentioned, you can't really swap out in a Growlithe unless I can't remember if counter ignores accuracy checks or not. I feel like it doesn't, but I'm not entirely sure. Sandshrew only has physical moves. Azumarill has only special moves. Raichu has both physical and special, but the idea of knocking out Wobbuffet with quick attack seems like it would be an absolute nightmare. But I guess I could do Thunder Wave, Tail Whip, Tail Whip, Tail Whip, so I can knock it out with 6 Kinesises and 6 Tail Whips. But it might just swap out at that point. Yeah, Wobbuffet is an absolute nightmare matchup. But Kadabra, Raichu is just... I have to pick them. I guess I'm probably just going to have to pick Growlithe because it's got the coverage against the Pokemon that I don't have coverage for. Growlithe's got Dig for Ampharos, and it's got Flamethrower for Skarmory. Whereas Kadabra and Raichu have Thunder Punch and Thunder for the water Pokemon in the middle, and at least they're not the worst special defense for Porygon. So, yeah, it's just got to be Growlithe. Sweet. Now, the question is, does this have Mirror Coat? I never considered that if it had Mirror Coat. I mean, it learns Mirror Coat. It doesn't learn Counter, but it learns Mirror Coat.
They're eyeing each other warily.
It's also famous for using Mirror Coat. I'm just testing the waters to see if it'll use Mirror Coat. Oh, come on. Oh, it did. It did. Oh, that's bad. Oof. Wonder how many Kinesis I can use before it stops using Mirror Coat. Okay. Oh. Hey, it did less than half.
They're both hanging tough.
This is just free. If I'm gonna die in 2 hits, I might as well die in 3. Also, there's something weird about the AI where it likes to go 50-50. So if it goes Mirror Coat one turn, it usually doesn't do it in a second turn. That's why Wobbuffet's so crazy, because it can just pick between counter and Mirror Coat, but I think it will pick non-Mirror Coat this time.
A sharp attack. Drilled a weakness.
Damn.
What
Miss, 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 miss.
That's it. Oh, and down it goes.
Well, that's unfortunate. I don't know how many Kadabras you guys have seen lose to a Corsola, but that's certainly embarrassing.
Oh, it's Raichu.
I never even considered that.
It's a fierce battle.
Raichu's also 3 for 3.
Here it comes. Thunder. Off power.
Okay, well, it was due for a miss, and it didn't, so I'm still happy.
Which Pokemon will join the battle now? Oh, it's Porygon 2.
I was hoping to see Wobbuffet, but you know, this is fine too.
2 Pokemon remain on each side. Sparks are flying.
Alright, well, Thunder's going to be clearly our best move. It's not going to use Zap Cannon, so it's going to use Psychic. If it has Psychic.
There's the
But let's be honest, it always has Psychic.
go. That didn't connect.
Alright, well, it's 4 for 5. What the?
Oh, that's a miss.
That's crazy.
Flying from both competitors.
I never even thought it would consider that. It really does want to go for the paralysis.
There's the attack. Hit. That was good.
Hey, Robert, welcome to the stream. Oh, it went for it again.
It's stripped by paralysis.
Oh,
To have worn
thanks,
off.
Kev. I see that you like the hat too. Try attack. Okay. It must not have Psychic? Is he? Oh, it might have known about the crit. This game, it loves to know for a fact if it's going to get special drops or crits. So it will make weird move choices based on that fact. But that was hard to tell. Unfortunately, it definitely appears we're going to lose. And we have no continues, so I don't think Growlithe's going to be doing very much unless we get a critical hit flamethrower here. And I guess if the last Pokemon is Skarmory, we might still have a chance. Okay. Okay, that's still fine. All right. Come on, come on, come on. No! All right, well, that's it. Well, it goes to show you can't have any duds on your team. You know? You can have 2 great Pokemon, but unfortunately 2 great Pokemon does not make a team. You really need 3. Kadabra and Raichu are great, but unfortunately Growlithe and Sandshrew and Azumarill just were not. You know, what good is 2 99s? Well, like let's say a 99 and a 94. How good can your team be if your third one's like a 70? Not even a 70, like a 60, 62. Obviously, that's out of 100. Oh, right. Sometimes I forget the menus. Yeah. Well, this game is also hard because of the move sets. The opponents get better move sets and you get worse move sets. So this game is exponentially harder than the original game. All right, let's go ahead and swap the top monitor. And let's see what our new team is. Off to a strong start. believe that is Small Ant's favorite Pokemon. Oh. All right. All right. We'll take a Haunter. That's a good one, probably. There's a lot of variation that Haunter's moveset could have, but as long as it has Thunderbolt or Psychic, it should be fine. Okay. Okay. I don't know what moves Rapidash has, but Rapidash has got some. Yeah, as long as it doesn't have Fire Spin, I'll be happy. Venomoth, all-terrain Venomoth. I like Venomoth. Venomoth is a very solid Pokemon. We already have a better team than the last one. See, we got, like, back to the grading system. You know how I said none of our team, or like our third Pokemon was already like not an 80? Well, I mean, Haunter's probably like a 92. Rapidash is probably like a 78. And I bet you Venomoth is probably like an 85. Golduck? You know what? I bet Golduck's probably not a very high graded Pokemon in my opinion, but if Golduck has Surf, it'll be great against that guy who's got all of the rock ground types. And Execute. Okay. I think we learned after looking it up, Execute doesn't really follow the whole evolution tree thing where most Pokemon get like a small stat boost to everything, like 15% or 20% to everything. Execute gets a massive stat increase. Like its special attack goes from like, let's say 80 to like 120. Like it gets stupidly higher stats. So Execute is actually just bad. Like they could give it Psychic and Giga Drain, and maybe it might be playable. Maybe. All right. Let's see. All right. They're in alphabetical order. Good, good, good. Like myself some alphabet. Surf Earthquake. No stat above 90. That's real bad. All right. Haunter. All right, please. I'd like to see the Thunderbolt. Shadow Ball Giga Drain. 81 physical attack. 145 special attack. But has Destiny Bond. So Haunter could knock something out, and if it fails to knock something out, it could always Destiny Bond. So I definitely would say that Haunter probably deserves an over 90 rating, just for the simple fact that it gets 1 to 2 knockouts every time. All right, Rapidash. Damn it. Why? Why would you do this to our boy Rapidash? It's so bad. It has the whole cheese strat from Gen 1, but unfortunately Gen 1 cheese isn't a thing anymore. You could do the in Gen 1, you could do Toxic, and then if you did Fire Spin, your opponent wouldn't get to attack, but then they get hit by fire damage and they get hit by toxic damage in the same turn. But unfortunately, because that's not a thing in Gen 2, Rapidash is just bad. Like, we've learned that Kingler, a Pokemon with like 150 attack, or Pinsir, another Pokemon with like 150 attack. And this is 150 attack we're talking about, not 125, 150. If you pair it up with a move like Vice Grip, both of them get Vice Grip. It doesn't matter how high your attack is because the move itself is bad. So you compare 125 attack all you want. If your move is Stomp, it's not going to be that good. Now, of course, obviously Stomp has got the chance of flinch, so at least it's slightly better than the examples, but still, I'm not entirely sure Rapidash is super good. Maybe it could work in an attract stat, or attract cheese, but yeah. All right, come on, Venomoth, be good. Venomoth, please. Am I blind? Yeah. Psychic Sludge Bomb. Ooh, yeah. Yes. All right, 94 attack stats, not the greatest, but both physical and special, and both of them very high power moves. Love it. Also, speed underrated. Very good. All right, Golduck. Golduck, all I'm asking is you have Surf. You could have Confusion, but all I want for you is to have Surf. Okay, one step down, Waterfall. That's fine. That's fine. All right, Golduck. Unfortunately, Confusion's still kind of useless, but yeah, it's just useless. I was trying to think what situation could Confusion possibly be good in, and I was thinking, well, you know, technically Wobbuffet, but you know, I got 2 special moves. What am I gonna do? All right, and execute. Okay. Okay. I did say if it had Psychic and Giga Drain, it could be playable. It does have both. And it does have 95 special attack, which, as you've just learned, is like not that bad. It's not good, but it's not that bad. Whoopers wasn't 95. It was like 80 something or 70 something. All right. All right, Whooper, you're never going to see play. Haunter, it would be a shame if you got... Well, you need to be faster at all times, no matter what, in order to get your Destiny Bond off. So you can't get paralyzed. Rapidash, it doesn't particularly matter. You know, don't get frozen. Venomoth, don't get burned. Golduck, don't get... Actually, you know what? No, let's give the regular berry to Venomoth. You don't get confused. And you know what? I don't see any world where Execute falls asleep, but it is slow as dirt. It could be put to sleep. I did not save that team. I just clicked rentals. Oops. Oh, I also did not add the reset, I don't think. There we go. All right. Unfortunately, we can't just throw out Kadabra and like just knock out everything. We'll have to actually do some thinking. Although Venomoth is pretty solid. Venomoth, Haunter. I would have said Rapidash, but it's got freaking Fire Spin. What's Fire Spin gonna do? I was leaning towards Execute, but this game does have Fury Cutter, and there are a lot of bugs on that opponent's team. Like, Fury Cutter may not be that strong of a move, but Execute's not going to be knocking anything out in one hit either. Unfortunately, I see no other option.
They're ready to go. Welcome to Pokemon Tournament Poké Cup Ultra Ball. Which trainer will earn the honor and glory that comes from winning the championship?
I can never remember what is weak to bug. Or, the poison. Hold on, let me bring up the type chart. Alright, according to the type chart, poison, good against grass. It's good against grass, that is it. Okay. It's neutral against bug. Okay. If it's neutral against bug, then Scyther should be fine. Although our special attack is a lot higher, but I mean, Sludge Bomb's got 120 power, so I mean, you can't really dispute that.
Both get ready to go.
All right. Good night, Neek. Good night. Did I enjoy the vacation? Yes. Yes, I did. I ate some of the most expensive food in my entire life.
What will the trainer do now? Hit! That was good.
Okay. So that was 100 and... Oh, sorry. That was 52 damage. I might as well take a look at psychic damage.
They're ready to go. What now? That's it.
That did more than I thought it would. All right, 52. So you need to get it down to 28.
Right off.
Okay.
It
Well,
used a berry to restore its HP.
as we expected,
A hot
Sludge Bomb did do more damage. What did I eat? I ate a lot of fancy steaks. I ate... Okay, well, now OBS is reconnected. I don't understand why that took so long to reconnect. I've got a good connection. I got like 300 megabit up and down. Anyways, the heart attack grill has got all the waitresses are in nurse uniforms. You have to finish your food no matter what, and if you don't, you get spanked like 3 to 5 times by the waitress with a whip. And their portion sizes are enormous. Their the food costs ridiculous amounts of money. I ordered a shake, and I saw by the cost of the shake that I was like, oh, this is gonna be a small shake. You know, that's what I'm gonna buy. This freaking shake was the size of this cup. Don't get me wrong, it was not a very good shake. It was like a Frosty at Wendy's, but slightly lower quality, which makes sense considering it was this freaking big for like $11.50 or $13, something low like that. But I mean, oh my god, I act like I went there with the entire purpose of I'm just gonna buy something small, and then, you know, that I won't get spanked, and it was just, you know, I was just gonna be there. But boy, I ate a freaking load of ice cream in one sitting, like a ton of ice cream. Like I was like, can you imagine trying to eat almost a liter of ice cream in one sitting? Like it was certainly something. Oh, Haunter's not faster than Scyther. That's unfortunate. We're gonna lose.
Additional damage. Wow, it used Shadow Ball.
Well, whatever the next Pokemon is, I guess we'll use Destiny Bond, but I don't think Execute's gonna beat whatever the next is. Oh, did I get spanked? No, I didn't. We mostly went there for reconnaissance. I bought my mom a Jello shot, which came. Oh my god, I have a great example. I have a basketball syringe right here. You use it for pumping up a basketball. This is exactly the size. You know, I bought my mom a Jello shot. It was exactly this big. And my dad had like onion rings or whatever. We also had already eaten that day.
They're eyeing each other warily.
Is Dunsparce even able to hit us? I'm just gonna have to be under the assumption it can.
The commands are made. It's trying to take the opponent with it. It dug its way under.
Okay, well, Dig can definitely hit us.
Big HP difference between
The question is,
combatants.
does Dig avoid Destiny Bond? Because now I'm gonna use another Destiny Bond, but it's not gonna hit.
It's trying to take the opponent with it. There's Dig. That's it. It took the opponent down.
Okay, good.
Oh, knockout.
I also had a $135 steak from a place called Boa Steakhouse, and the steak had a ridiculous name. It was called like Australian Wagyu ribeye or something like that. And I just had to have it. I'm like, Australian ribeye? I mean, that's crazy. Okay, well, Heracross is weak to Psychic. Maybe there is a chance we win.
Oh, it's Execute. This is the last Pokemon. Sparks are flying from both competitors.
But yeah, this vacation was a lot more of the
It uses power.
eating experience. Last time we went to Vegas, it was a lot more of the doing stuff experience, but this time was a lot more fancy eating. Oh my god, we're gonna win. If he uses hidden power again, we did more than half. Yeah. Well, I mean, the price was also godly. The price is $125. Sorry, $135. My bad. All right. Well, execute resists fighting moves, so maybe reversal might knock us out, but it's gonna knock us out. Well, I have to talk about price. I'm just a lowly accountant. I don't make a ton of money. Oh my God, execute's gonna win. Execute single-handedly defeated Heracross. Heck yeah. Good job. Good job, Execute. I had no faith in you. Execute does have defense. That's like its only stat. But we also did a lot of other random things, like they got an indoor gondola ride we did. Slightly outside of Vegas, they had a racetrack with go-karts. But unlike go-karts that normal people ride, these go-karts go so fast that you can't just hold down the max speed the whole time. You actually have to let go of the speed, otherwise you will not make the turns. Which is crazy, because my experience with go-kart tracks is you just hold down the throttle and you never have to let go because it doesn't go fast enough where you spin out or anything. So that was fun. A lot of the stuff we did was last time. Like last time we did the whole giant Ferris wheel thing where each piece of the Ferris wheel is room sized, and that's not kidding. I'm talking like 10 by 10 room. We did like the giant zip line. We were gonna do kayaking, but unfortunately it was rainy and like 50 degrees, so couldn't really do that. Yeah, we don't really do a lot of sitting around in the room. We try and plan stuff for every single day. But a lot of it this time was restaurants. All right, back to the game. Yeah, next time we might do a little bit more nature stuff. I'm not really a nature person. I've always told everybody that if I were to go on vacation, I enjoy doing things. I don't enjoy seeing things. Because I can Google what the Grand Canyon looks like. Obviously, I'm not going to get the scale and the scope, and it's going to be a little bit different in person. But the moment you see the Grand Canyon, you're like, oh, amazing. And then you're like, okay, now what? The same thing with like waterfalls. You hike to a waterfall, you're like, oh, amazing. And then you're like, now what? I got to hike an hour back? I hate it. I like doing things. I like zip lines. I like ATVs. Like those are all nature based. I like kayaks. Like anything where I'm doing something, I enjoy. That's why I think Europe would be like the absolute worst vacation I could possibly think of. The only thing in Europe that I would possibly want to do is probably that Disneyland in Paris, and that's like it. Like Europe is all about looking at stuff. I mean, I could do that with two Neek with a fire, but looking at a fire doesn't require a 1 hour hike. Oh, several vacations ago, we went to the Dominican Republic, and they had a waterfall thing, but instead of like whitewater rafting, this one was like a canyon waterfall. So imagine there are two giant canyon like cracks, all right, and there's water inside the cracks. You get a life jacket and you're just gonna swim or float down the canyon. It was pretty cool because there are actual waterfalls too. You just kind of swim up to the waterfall, you just kind of like push off a little bit, because it's also the Dominican Republic, so you don't got all those safety rails that America has. So So yeah, you get to actually jump down little mini waterfalls. I mean, don't get me wrong, none of them were bigger than like 15 feet, but 15 feet's still pretty cool. Jump down a small waterfall without the fear of like damage, because you know they're really deep as well from years and years of erosion. All right, I need to really pay attention to the game. All right, so yeah, Hunter, you had Giga Drain, right? You do. Okay, so you're good against everything except Magneton. That's good. Execute. You're also good against everything except Magneton. What do I have that's good against Magneton? Nothing. Okay. What do I have that's not resisted by Magneton? Fire, fighting, ground. That's it. Yeah, that's what I thought. Fire, fighting, ground. No, I don't have any of those. I have Fire Spin, but that doesn't count. What about neutral? Water, electric, ghost? Interesting. Ghost. I don't know if I'd bring Wooper just for that one Pokemon matchup. But you are probably right. The answer probably is Wooper. The question is, what does the moveset of Magneton? You know what? Magneton can't learn anything good. It learns like Double Edge, maybe? Like Double Edge might be able to two-shot Wooper, but Magneton's physical attack's not that high. Maybe you're right. We do bring Wooper as backup. It's Haunter, Execute, Wooper. Or maybe it's Execute, Haunter, Wooper. Because Execute will probably not knock out the first Pokemon, but it will damage it enough to the point where Haunter can knock out the next Pokemon, and then Haunter can Destiny Bond that Pokemon, and then the last Pokemon's hopefully Wooper. Well, sorry, Wooper versus Magneton. Yeah, we'll go with that. Execute, Haunter, Wooper. Wooper's there only for Magneton, but let's be honest, with a team of all water Pokemon, you're gonna bring Magneton. I don't think Poliwrath can do anything to Execute. Execute kind of just like it counters Poliwrath in like every way. All right, so let's see. Hold on. Giga Drain has 60 power. You might give that stab. It's 90 power. Psychic's got 135 with stab. 135 versus 90. But Poliwrath probably outspeed, so it's going to get to attack first. Therefore, Giga Drain will go off and heal me afterwards. So I'm going to go with Giga Drain. Normally, I go Psychic then Giga Drain, but because I'm slow as dirt, I did not think of that. Psychic might have been the play then. Yeah, Psychic would have knocked it out, probably. Well, I mean, the plan doesn't really change. I guess we're still using Giga Drain. This is gonna hurt. I thought we would live. Like I said, Execute is very defensive. Belly Drum. Belly Drum is like 3 Swords Dances all at once, but it costs you half of your HP. Basically, it gets you to instant max attack. Is Execute faster than Slowbro? That's an interesting question. It is. Well, well, well. We might win. Execute's gonna die, but it did enough damage where Haunter's gonna knock it out easy.
Oh, knockout. So, what will be the next Pokemon? Oh, it's Haunter.
Unfortunately, we won't get the whole continue thing, but I'm getting the feeling that a continue is going to be extraordinarily rare.
They prepare for battle.
It might, in fact, just require, like, crits to go your way.
Oh, and down it goes.
Okay, right, Neek, you need to hit the hay.
There's only one
Then you got work in the morning.
left to come out. Oh, it's Dugong.
Dugong Gong. All right, well, he didn't use Magneton, so I guess, you know, free win.
2-1. The tense battle continues.
All right, well, I don't think there's much Dugong can do. Haunter's mostly just weak to physical moves, and Dugong can't learn Psychic, so...
Drill the weakness.
That did less than I thought it would, though.
Oh, look. There is a sudden downpour.
Now I'm just going to use this as an idea of how much damage can Shadow Ball do. Because Giga Drain has got 60, but it's also got the weakness, so it's 120 power, versus Shadow Ball, which has got 80, but stab, so it's 120. So it's 120 versus 120. Oh. Oh, then Giga Drain's way stronger. Never mind. I'm trying to think. Can I just do it anyways? We did 63 damage. So as long as Shadow Ball does more than like 40 something damage, we're gonna be fine. Yeah, that's fine. I just want to see. All right, so 104 down to 63. So that's 59 damage. Oh no, we can't swap out. Whatever shall we do?
It used a berry to restore its HP. It's a fierce battle.
Wait, did he have a berry?
It's super effective.
That's funny. It looks like the berry didn't matter, but that is still funny. So if I did just do the right play and I just used Giga Drain the whole time, we would have knocked it out right there. It's fun though. It's fun to do the math in your head and then prove that the math is right. Or at least it is for me.
Will the next hit decide the outcome?
Like everyone probably think, Shadow Ball, obviously the right move, but unfortunately, Haunter's physical attack stat's like 80 something, and Haunter's special attack stat is 145. So if you're talking 80 power or 120 power move versus 120 power move, obviously the 120 power move with 120 special or 145 special is gonna be way stronger. And that's exactly what happened. We did 59 damage versus... Actually, hold on. That was 104 down to 63. No, that's 39 damage. Yeah, 39 damage versus 63 damage. That makes perfect sense. The math works out. I was like, 59 damage. That doesn't make a difference. If it's 59 versus 63, that math doesn't work out at all. And I'm like, oh, my bad. That's actually 39 damage. Alrighty then. So, I think you can't go wrong with Execute. Like I said, Execute, solid defense stat. Very solid defense stat. My opponent pretty much only has physical attackers. Most of the opponent's Pokemon all weak to Giga Drain, except for Fortress, which, I mean, is not super strong, so I can probably just Psychic Fortress to death. Or at the very least, I can Stun Spore it to the point where it will miss a rollout. And that, so yeah, I think there's no downside with Execute, except for maybe Steelix. Then obviously bring Haunter and Venomoth. Oh, wait, hold on. Hold on. What's Venomoth good against? Nothing. Okay. Never mind. Golduck. I don't have anything good against Fortress, but Fortress blows. Like, Fortress, I think, is basically just weak to fire, but Fortress can't do jack. Basically, the best move Fortress can learn is either Rollout or Explosion. Okay, Ursaring, as we learned before... Actually, I don't remember. I don't remember learning anything about Ursaring. I think it used Defense Curl last time. I think that was it. They're
eyeing each other warily.
I don't think it's worth using a Stun Spore. I think I'm just going to go ahead and use Psychic.
What's the opening gambit?
Well, I didn't get the special drop I was hoping for, but I learned that it does do a third, so... Assuming he goes the rollout, like, he probably will, because the whole defense rollout strat is like having turn 2 rollout. But by then we'll have knocked it out, because apparently Execute is also faster than Ursaring. How fast is Execute? Oh, it has Lick. Interesting.
There's the attack. Withstood that easily.
Yeah, it didn't get paralyzed.
The heated
That's
action
awesome.
continues.
As we learned, Ursaring's got 55 speed.
A psychic blast.
I Google Execute. The link only pops up for Executor.
Which Pokemon will join the battle now?
Okay, whatever.
Oh, it's gold.
40 speed. That is the slowest Ursaring to ever exist.
White hot battle continues.
They screwed up that Ursaring. Something is wrong.
Combatant Spacey.
That Ursaring is so slow that a Pokemon with 40 speed is faster than it somehow. Was I wrong? Maybe Ursaring doesn't have 55 speed?
Whoa, KO'd by one hit.
No, it does. It does have 55 speed. That means that Ursaring's gotta have 0 DVs. Like 0.
Oh, it's over now. This is the last Pokemon.
Wow, just keep throwing out Pokemon that are double weak to grass. Execute! Execute is about to solo somebody. Execute! Execute was the MVP! I don't think I've ever seen that before. Execute was the MVP. That's crazy. So many Pokemon were weak, double weak to grass. Why would you do that? You gave yourself no outs. Okay, well, let's see. Do we have Pokemon with more physical special splits? Special only. But it does resist Zap Cannon, and it resists Psychic, so it's good against Porygon too, and it's not weak to anything else. So I think Execute is our lead again. That's crazy. All right, then it's Haunter, because, you know, Haunter. Let's see. Golduck, you got any physical moves? Fury Swipe, that doesn't count. Venomoth has got it really good between the two. Oh, it's even got Leech Life, so if you do screw up, technically you can get some of the HP back. Ooh, does anybody know if Wobbuffet, if it uses Mirror Coat on, let's say I use Fire Spin on turn 1, all right, and it uses Counter, all right? Then on the second turn, when Fire Spin is still spinning, will Mirror Coat work? I feel like at that point it's just a trapping move, and therefore it's not. Mirror Coat only works on the move. I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter. Rapidash can't beat anything else on the team, so it's really a moot point. It's probably just Venomoth. Venomoth does have Sludge Bomb Psychic, but if you pick wrong and it does use either Mirror Coat or Counter correctly, you are done for.
The battles are intensifying to a fever pitch. This is round 4.
Oh, Austin's on vacation. Good for him. So we know the Corsola knows Earthquake. And we know the Corsola knows Mirror Coat. We resist both of those, technically. Like, we resist Mirror Coat for the fact that we don't have to use the special move. We could just use Leech Seed and Stun Spore. I think I'm going to start with Stun Spore just for the simple fact that it could paralyze it. Interesting. I guess the opponent agrees that I resist it too much. Interesting. Porygon 2 is also not a good Pokemon against us. So, Porygon 2, we don't know if it knows Psychic, but it probably does. We know it knows Zap Cannon. Oh, Miracle Berry, damn. We know it knows Zap Cannon and Tri Attack. Zap Cannon resisted. Tri Attack, we got decent defense, so we can survive a Tri Attack. I'm gonna go ahead and Stun Spore anyways. Oh wait, I'm not using any physical moves. Still, very annoying. Alright, well, I'm probably just gonna go Giga Drain here. Oh, that was so low. I wholeheartedly expected that to do more. Huh. I mean, I expect that to do a lot more. Like, I expected to just be able to use, like, Psychic and Giga Drain and then just, like, clean up with Haunter, but I'm starting to think I won't be able to clean up with Haunter now. Like, there wasn't that much of a downside to paralyzing Porygon. Obviously, it's got the chance to paralyze itself, and then obviously it's slower than what I'm gonna throw out next. But I think it was already slower than what I was gonna throw out next. But Porygon 2 is kind of fast, so, well, at least compared to normal Porygon. Well, we don't know if it knows Psychic or not, but both of our Pokemon are weak to Psychic. All right, let me try to think what the rest of the Pokemon on the team were. There's 2 water types, but one of them's Tentacruel, so Giga Drain's not super good against that. Oh, it already has Corsola. We already know it has Corsola, so Venomoth would be great against Corsola because there's nothing Corsola can really do. And also, Haunter loses a lot of its, like, goodness if you throw it out last, because then you can't Destiny Bond anymore. Alright, well, we can't use Shadow Ball, so I guess we're just going to have to Giga Drain, which is really unfortunate, because we saw how much damage that did with Execute, and Haunter's only 50% more powerful than Execute, but it doesn't have Stab, so it's actually going to be doing just as much damage as it did with Execute. Oh, that's terrible. This Porygon, man, is strong. Yeah. Yeah. Unfortunate. There's not really much I can do either. Oh, it does have Psychic. Oh. That's extremely unfortunate. There's no way that Venomoth's going to be able to 2v1. And yet, it must. Porygon's just a bad matchup for us. We don't have any fighting moves. Even if we did, something with a fighting move would get die to Psychic. Has so much special defense. Does Porygon 2 have bad regular defense? Like, that would at least make it somewhat balanced. Porygon 2 only has 95 special defense. That feels like it has way more than that. Alright, well, I don't know what we're really going to do. I mean, if I recall, Ampharos has got both physical and special down. Actually, if I recall, Ampharos is like... I don't know. Hold on, I'm just going to... Ampharos got 90 special defense, 85 special regular defense. So yeah, it's balanced, like I said. So it really just goes down to what Venomoth can do better. And Venomoth is going to be better at Sludge Bomb. Poisoned, okay. This? Nope. You know what, with the poison, we might actually be able to knock it out from here. Okay, we obviously still need to hit. Luckily, this is Gen 2 double team, so it's only 25% effective and not 33.
What's this? That's it. It hung on by the skin of its teeth. There's a big HP.
Oh, it lived.
Between the two combatants.
That's unfortunate. Well, I'm paralyzed, so I'm gonna get hit. I guess if I'm gonna... No, it's just gonna die after it attacks, no matter what attack it uses. Sweet! Sweet free turn. Well, well, well. Venomoth is now gonna be a 1v1. Question is, against what?
Just one Pokemon remains.
Oh, right. We already knew that.
It's down to the last Pokemon now. The heated action continues.
I think we saw Corsola use Earthquake one time, so this is bad for us. Is Corsola just defensive, or is it both special and physical? I think it's both.
They're eyeing each other warily.
95-95. Yeah, it's both. Alright, well, if it's the same, I just gotta go with my better attack, which is Sludge Bomb.
What'll it do? Ah, that didn't do much.
I forgot to consider the fact that, was it rock? Rock resist poison. Yeah. That's not smart. Should have used my brain. I missed what move it used. It must have used Mirror Coat. Otherwise, I would have taken damage.
They're eyeing each other warily.
Foresight allows you to hit bugs, right? It's not like... I'm just gonna double check. It's not like the move that like always allows you to hit, right? It's just allows you to hit bugs. Or sorry, ghosts. Negates accuracy reduction moves. That's terrible. Well, my accuracy is not going to get reduced, so that's useless. I could have sworn it allowed you to hit ghosts with like fighting and go in normal moves, but I guess I'm wrong. Well, bug is probably useless, right? Let's just double check. Bug. Water's neutral. Rock. Neutral. Okay. Bug is neutral, but I mean, Leech Life is garbage, so we're never going to use Leech Life. I don't even know why I looked. As we determined already, Sludge Bomb resisted, but Sludge Bomb is not special. So, you know, we won't get hit by Mirror Coat if it uses it again, because we just saw last time it used Mirror Coat twice in a row. So, it's a real risk. Especially since we know it knows Earthquake, and Earthquake will hit us for massive damage. Can't tread too lightly on that. I was thinking Sludge Bomb also has the ability to poison, but the thing is, at this point, what's poison really going to do for me? It's not going to kill it fast enough if it has Sludge or if it has Earthquake. So I think I'm just going to take my chances that last time it was Mirror Coat, Earthquake, and then it was Mirror Coat. So in theory, it already used one Mirror Coat, so now it's going to go with Earthquake. So we're going to go Psychic. It knows Psychic. Interesting. It knows both Mirror Coat and Psychic. Or sorry, Earthquake and Psychic. Two moves, both super effective against us. But Earthquake obviously is weaker because I think Corsla's special attack's higher. But I could be wrong. It might be both physical and special. Regardless, I'm going to assume because I used Psychic and I showed it that I was willing to use a special move, that now it will use Mirror Coat. Dang it. Well, that's unfortunate. Oh, that's double unfortunate.
It used its held item to restore HP. The white hot battle continues.
Okay, well.
Will this do it?
You know, Venomoth did a good job. It knocked Danfros out without taking damage. It deserves a nice long rest. And by long, I mean a minute or two. Going to the center, coming back, getting healed. Unfortunately, I don't think our team really changes at all. I mean, we now have the information that, in theory, we could probably pick. We know that one of the Porygon's got a Miracle Berry, so we don't want to use Stun Spore again. We also know that Haunter's Giga Drain does nothing. So, we're armed with knowledge this time, but our team does not change.
The battle
Ah, different team. Okay. I wonder if Skarmory has fly or not. I guess it doesn't matter if it has fly. So flying is super effective against grass. It's super effective against bug, and it hits ghosts. So our entire team is basically weak to fly. That's bad. We did not bring a fire type. So what else is it weak to? Let's see, steel is weak to fighting, ground, fire. We don't have any of those moves. Flying is weak to electric, ice, rock. We don't have any of those moves. We can't beat it. So I was about to say we go to Haunter, but then I just realized it's gonna be flying, so I can't hit it with Destiny Bond either. Well, I guess our defense stat is pretty good, so I guess the best I can do is go for a Stun Spore.
What's the matter, trainer? The commands are made.
Interesting.
Look at that swagger. Oh, it's confusing.
Very interesting. Unfortunate. I had one free shot. Man, if I had stunned it before. What the heck is this guy doing? This guy not have fly? Execute! Come on, man! He gave you 2 free turns. No, he does have fly. He's just dumb. Oh, good job, Execute. Good job. Now that he's in the air. Great. And we've been hurt to the point where we're not going to live this fly. We've got no chance of living this fly. No, we're going to lose. We have to do the Haunter Destiny Bond. And then we have to do 2v1 with Venomoth again. I don't think we're going to get so lucky this time. That's very bad. I need to know the rules of Destiny Bond. What breaks a Destiny Bond? The foe faints if the user does. Yeah, but it doesn't say anything about turns. The opponent's gonna wreck us without taking any damage. Oh, we're not. Oh man, that's funny. Well, Foresight's not going to do anything. The other 2 moves are going to do jack as well, so you know we're just gonna go for it. I assume he assumes we're going to use counter, so we're going to go with Psychic. Yeah.
Awesome counter.
Now I assume that he assumes that we're going to use Psychic again, so now we're going to use Sludge Bomb.
What'll it do? Oh, it's
Hey, Poison. There we go.
it shrouded itself
One
with
turn
Safeguard.
too late.
They're both hanging tough.
You might swap out, though. Also, like, how does Venomoth possibly beat Skarmory? It just, it's not gonna.
What's this? Oh, that's a miss.
Plus, not only does that have to beat Skarmory, it's got to beat the next Pokemon.
Folding.
If only our Destiny Bond worked,
Move failed.
then it would be Venomoth versus the last Pokemon 1v1.
The heated action continues. Oh, another wasted move. Miracle. Oh my, missed again. Additional
20 foresights do we get?
already difficult situation. One Pokemon
40? Okay.
capable of
Think we're gonna be fine.
The other one looks tired. Oh no, that didn't work either. What's next? Oh, that missed too. Ow! Additional damage. The safeguard wore off. There's a big HP difference between the two combatants. The trainer's switching Pokemon.
Oh, I used Foresight. I guess now we can't get sand attacked. Yay!
Pokeball opens to reveal its Pokemon.
And who knows? He might go for the whole swagger followed by
What impact?
sandstorm thing again. So I might get 2 attacks here. The thing is, steel resists both poison. Or sorry, not only resists poison, doesn't take damage from poison. Oh, well, I guess it only gives us one option. Psychic.
They're eyeing each other warily.
Skarmory's special defense isn't great.
Not very effective.
Ooh, that's so little.
What'll it do? Oh, its confusion made it
And even though my attack went up, it doesn't matter because we can't use Sludge Bomb.
heated battle.
I could use Leech Life, but I mean, who cares?
What's this?
Crit?
That
Nope.
didn't do much. Sandstorm has started glowing. The sandstorm wrist and tan. The white hot
I mean, Venomoth is doing his best. He's 2 for 2 on not hitting himself. Okay, well, unfortunately, his best wasn't good enough.
blew up high. This scouring sandstorm hurts.
There's literally nothing we can do at this point.
Continues.
Like how the opponent's like, I'm gonna use Flying and Sandstorm, so when the turn I'm in the air, won't matter because he'll take damage and I won't.
Will this do it? Wham!
Yeah. Skarmory's pretty good against us as well.
Goes the battle.
Interestingly enough, Porygon is really, really good, and Skarmory is also really, really good. I feel like that was probably winnable. Especially now knowing that Corsola was on the back end. But oh well. Alright. Oh, that's what I did. I actually picked the wrong one. Alright. Alright. New team. Alright. Well, I can't imagine our team is going to be super good, but, you know, you never know what could happen. Typhlosion. That one is entirely move-based. If it has good moves, good Pokemon. If it has bad moves, bad Pokemon. Omastar also entirely move based. They could give it moves like Spike Cannon and like Giga Drain. So, you know, an Icy Wind, you know, bad moves. But good Pokemon, unless it gets a bad move. Butterfree. Well, unfortunately, even with Butterfree's very best moves, it's still not very good, but we will certainly, you know, hope that it at very least has Psychic. Free choice. Sweet. We'll come back to that. I'll put the Mew in. So we get to pick later. Hitmonchan. That one could be good if they gave it a physical move. This game, the Hitmonchan actually has special defense. So Hitmonchan could be good if they gave it a physical move. And Ponyta, we will get to see what Ponyta has compared to Rapidash. Fingers crossed they gave it like Fire Blast, because then it would make it actually better than Rapidash. Let's take a look. All right, this is a very good team. It's very, very move dependent. But if they have good moves, very good Pokemon. Flame Wheel Rock Smash. Well, that's like giving a normal type Swift. Not super excited to see it. But it's like the bare minimum for being good. All right, Omastar, have Surf. At the very minimum, have Surf. Water Gun. Why would you do this? Why would you give it Water Gun? Surf was right there. You know Water Gun is a bad move. When Water Gun and Bite have equivalent power. Equivalent. Butterfree. This challenge might be harder than I thought. Oh, my bad. I wasn't paying attention. Psychic and Gust. Well, Gust is still 40 power move, so it's still bad. And this is Gen 2, where Wing Attack would have actually not have been that bad, but I don't think Butterfree even learns Wing Attack. Hyper Beam is fine and all, but, you know, 78 attack stat means Hyper Beam is going to do nothing. So it really is just Psychic or Bust. Alright, Mew we'll come back to. Hitmonchan. Mach. Oh, Strength. Strength. We'll take that. We'll also take Mach Punch. If I recall, that's 40 power, right? Alright, so 60 power, and if something is weak to... Alright, that's good. That's good. Ice Punch is useless, but also has counter, which is very good. Hitmonchan might actually be the best Pokemon on this team so far. Ponyta. Fire Blast, please. Fire Blast, yes. Only 95 special attack, though. 121 speed. Very good. Very, very good. All right. And... boy, we've lost against the guy with the Porygon twice now. The thing is, I don't even know why we're losing. We have good Pokemon. It's just like really, really underestimating how good Corsola is with Earthquake Psychic. And now that we know that Porygon also has Psychic and Zap Cannon, that's pretty rough. Oh man, we haven't even seen Tentacruel yet. I don't remember what the last Pokemon was. I'm just trying to think, but I think the answer is still Kadabra. Oh man. I just realized though, if we go against physical attacker guy, we might have kind of a problem. Typhlosion is not going to do much. Omastar, unfortunately, is not going to do much. Physical attacker guy might be kind of hard because, like the previous times we had a grass Pokemon, we had a water Pokemon. So physical attacker guy might be very difficult. We might have to use our free choice on something else. I don't remember what we deem some of the better Pokemon are. Of course, our Porygon doesn't get Psychic. Of course, Rhydon does not get Earthquake. Siege is very solid. Yeah, this unfortunately neither Slowking or Slowbro get both good moves. You get one bad move or you get the other bad move, but you don't get both good moves. Relax is just okay. Ooh. Starmie is kind of a luck bomb. Oh, I never considered Wobbuffet. I think Wobbuffet would kind of make the guy with the other Wobbuffet in the Corsola a lot more difficult. Then again, I've only seen physical moves out of the Skarmory, and I've only seen special move. Oh no, the Porygon has Tri-Attack. That would make the Porygon a little bit difficult to figure out. I don't think I've also seen any moves from the Wobbuffet that does any damage. I still can't remember what the last Pokemon is. But we played enough Gen 2 to know that Wobbuffet, if you get a Wobbuffet, you should probably use a Wobbuffet. Alright. Typhlosion. It would be a shame if you fell asleep. It'd be a shame if you got confused. You just, you know, I would hate if you got frozen. You should definitely not get burned. You know, I would hate if you got paralyzed because you're fast. And obviously Wobbuffet needs the berry. Alright, we will take this team. See how far we can go. Get a new team. And then call it a night. Unfortunately, we don't have a Pokemon that could just sweep people. Typhlosion would be pretty solid against all of these for the most part. And not really super good against Dunsparce, but I mean, I can't imagine Dunsparce has any other damaging moves. I know it has Dig, which would be good against Typhlosion, but I could swap out. So Typhlosion, Wobbuffet. Most of them are physical users, so Hitmonchan's not. Oh, actually, no, Hitmonchan's great because of counter.
They're ready to go. Welcome to Pokemon Tournament Poké Cup Ultra Ball. Which trainer will earn the honor and glory that comes from winning the championship?
Hold on, the cat's down here. I just got something for it.
other warily.
I got a footrest with a hole in the front, and it's supposed to be for the cat. So I just threw some treats in there. Hopefully the cat will get used to it. All right, so Scyther's actually double weak to Rock Smash, which is funny. Flame Wheel, if Flame Wheel wasn't super effective, I would actually consider Rock Smash.
Here's the first move. Oh, that was weak. Vicious attack. Bullseye. A hot battle is unfolding.
Oh,
What's next?
I'm stupid. For some reason, my brain thought Rock Smash was a rock move. No. It resists Rock Smash, not weak, double weak to it. It's double weak to rock moves. Stupid brain.
Eagerly awaiting the appearance of the next Pokemon.
Not even the same color.
Pinsir.
All right, well, Pinsir's also weak to fire, so that's good.
A furious attack.
I don't remember if Pinsir even has a good move. I feel like I've only ever seen it use Swords Dance.
There's the attack.
Okay.
That's it.
Typhlosion is very nice because it is also very fast. I mean, it's not very fast, but it's fast enough.
That's a hit. There it is. Knockout.
I could actually earn a continue here, so
This has turned
if it's a physical user, I'll swap out.
Oh, it's Heracross.
Heracross.
The last Pokemon.
I've only ever seen this thing use
Hanging top.
Reversal and Endure, I believe. No, there's also that one time where it used Hidden Power against Execute. I don't know what the Hidden Power could be. Regardless,
They're eyeing each other.
I don't think any of its moves can knock me out from here.
They prepare for battle. It intends to endure the next attack. There it goes. That's
Well,
perfectly.
you're not going to use Endure twice in a row. And that did
Battle is
more than half. So I think we'll just go Flame Wheel. Oh, maybe you can use Endure twice in a row. I just assumed it was kind of like, well, I'm faster, so it really doesn't matter. You can endure every single... Ah, burn. That's funny. You can endure as much as you want now that you're burned.
One more. Out of there.
Hey, we earned a continue. Nice.
The last Pokemon goes down. And there goes the battle.
Oh, I forgot to add the reset from the other dead team. There we go. Our teams have made it decently far today, but it just feels like they're underperforming. We got very good Pokemon. They just don't have good moves this time. Ooh, interesting. We don't have an electric type or grass type this time. Very interesting. Well. Guess we're gonna start with Wobbuffet. Then go with Hitmonchan for strength and solid special defense. Omastar is neutral. Obviously, can't use Typhlosion. And in Butterfree... Butterfree has more special defense than Homostar? That's interesting. Some of his Pokemon are physical attackers, though, so maybe it could be worth taking an Omastar. The problem is the Omastar can't do anything on offense. It's just useless. So garbage. And I can't use the fire types. He's got all water types. So, I mean, it's like the Omastar Butterfree, and the thing is, like, yeah, Butterfree could use Psychic, but I mean, look at his freaking defense. I mean, I guess it's got to be Omastar.
This is the second round. Trainers place the Pokeballs containing their leadoff Pokemon on the field to start the battle.
Maybe Wobbuffet just knocks out a bunch of things that won't matter. Oh boy. Oh boy. Well, I've seen it use Body Slam. I've also seen it use Belly Drum. I don't know if I've seen it use anything else.
They're eyeing each other warily.
Regardless, I'm probably just going to start with counter because I think it's just going to use a setup move. Yeah. Okay. This almost but guarantees it's going to use Body Slam, so I think we're going to take a one massive, massive hit. But on the bright side, we will knock it out.
Whoop, that missed. It's a fierce battle.
And hopefully we can Destiny Bond the next one.
Oh, look. There is a
Oh, now it gets to choose?
What'll it do? Oh my, missed again.
Huh.
The crowd's excitement is building from this heated battle. A heavy rain is falling here in Pokemon Stadium. You might want to bring an umbrella if you're heading out to the stadium.
I'm still going to go counter.
Both get ready to go.
Dang it.
What's next? The hit lands right off. What now? Oh, that missed too. Sparks are flying from both competitors.
Okay. The game, if there's anything I know about Gen 2, it really likes rain. Maybe, just maybe, I should use Mirror Coat. My only concern is that it weakened me to the point where Body Slam will basically knock me out. So I guess my decision really is Mirror Coat or death. So there really is no decision. If I get hit by Body Slam, I'm just gonna die, because that's why it would pick Body Slam. And if it uses Waterfall, then it wasn't able to knock me out with Body Slam. So I really feel like it's a win-win to use Mirror Coat. Okay, well, I'm gonna die.
What's this? Hit! That was good.
I hate this game. I hate it so much.
Miracle! Oh my! Missed again!
I can't believe this game. Ridiculous.
It used a very
Absolutely ridiculous.
HP. The heated action continues.
Not only am I gonna die, I'm not gonna even get one knockout, let alone two. I thought I was gonna get two.
Body slam! Yes, it's a hit! Oh, it has no strength left. The next Pokemon needs to be prepared. Okay. Oh, it's Omastar!
This really pisses me off.
They're both hanging tough. How's that? That's it! There's the attack. Ah, that didn't do much. It jacked up a couple of stats at once. The rain
Fighting resists bite, so bite goes down to 30 power. Water resists water, so water gun also goes down to 30 power. It's a lose-lose situation. Obviously, Ancient Power didn't do anything. I expected Ancient Power to do more damage than that. But I guess the highest probability of winning is bite because of the flinch.
What'll it do? It's not very effective.
Yeah, Dominic, shorts are the way to go for small channels. Shorts got me up to 1,000 subscribers, and streaming and videos got me past 1,000. But shorts, I would say shorts is the best way to get your follower or like your subscriber count up. But unfortunately, shorts viewers don't really watch videos or streams, so they're like fake viewers, but only kind of fake, because shorts viewers will watch your shorts, because that's the thing. Shorts show up in the shorts feed, but videos and streams don't. So shorts viewers only watch shorts. So if you ever plan on streaming or making videos, your shorts viewers don't count, basically.
Both get ready to go.
I'm not gonna lie to you, Dominic. I hate shorts so much that I have a extension that not only it basically it hides shorts. I don't see shorts. I've removed all of shorts from YouTube. My YouTube doesn't have shorts. So I could tell you that I would watch them, but I'd be lying.
Yes, it's a hit. Down it goes.
Shorts don't exist to me. I don't watch shorts.
What Pokemon will appear next?
I unfortunately am not Gen Z. Short video content does not appeal to me.
The white-hot battle continues.
It's funny how this Omni boost I got from Ancient Power is the only thing keeping us in this game. The only thing. Oh, it got a crit. Are you serious? We had a chance. We were going to knock it out with another attack.
There's only one Pokemon left to come out.
Yeah, but I'm also millennial, and it was like a 50-50 decision whether I like shorts or not, and my decision went towards no.
It's down to the last Pokemon now.
To be fair, I don't even like YouTube videos either.
Pokemon faces two now.
I don't actually watch YouTube videos myself. I've got like 2 channels I watch. That's like it. And neither of them are Pokemon related. In fact, they're all channel related. Or like they're all video games related.
They're both hanging tough. Both get ready to go.
But I mostly just watch TV.
What's next?
I don't really
Glancing blow.
watch the YouTube.
A psychic blast.
I understand. We're all different. Unfortunately, I'm more of a long form content person. I don't even like movies anymore, because when I watch movies, I'm like, well, I've been watching this guy for like a half hour. I don't care if he dies, you know? Like if I watch a short movie, like let's say a movie that everyone freaking loves, Indiana Jones, you know? Like if it's towards the end of the movie, I've only been watching Indiana Jones for like an hour. I don't care if he dies. But like if I'm watching a different show, like a TV show that's got like 10 episodes, you know, I've bonded with this person for 10 episodes now. I do care if they die. So it's just I just don't like short content in general. Like I'm the exact opposite of short content. I genuinely hate short content, because if I like it, well, then there's not very much content to watch. But there's so much bad content. Like it's just it's the opposite of my cup of tea. I hate short content. I don't have TikTok or any. Well, that's a bad example. I don't have any social media except for Reddit. All I have is Reddit. I don't use any. So I'm like boomer territory. God, I can't believe how hard this guy is. I'll start with that bad Wobbuffet matchup. I don't even think I picked the wrong Pokemon. I think I picked the right Pokemon. Wobbuffet really just needed to do better. I can't believe I went 0 for 4. I mean, to be fair, 2 of them, there was a guaranteed I was never going to hit, but still, that sucks. Oh, great. It's Poliwrath again. Maybe he'll do the exact same strategy as he did last time. Yeah, I mean, it's not like I can swap out.
Okay. It sacrificed HP to get maximum power. It shrouded itself with safeguard.
I don't know what I could get hit by that would make safeguard matter, but now I'm going to use counter because I know he's going to use Rain Dance. But I'm going to use counter to make him think I'll use counter again. Try and duplicate last game as much as possible. All right. Last time he went with the water tech. This game cheats so hard. I hate this game. There's no way you could have figured that out. There's no way. Game cheats, man. It knows. This game has a vendetta against Wobbuffet. Speed always said whenever he solo runs Wobbuffet, the opponents play funny. I agree. They make no sense. I'm going to use counter right now. If he uses waterfall, I'm giving up. Although he'll probably just one-shot me. Okay.
This has turned into a one-sided battle. Oh, it's Omastar. This is the last Pokemon. The safeguard wore off. It's down to one Pokemon.
Well, the only reason I outsped last time was because of the Omni boost. I wonder if he'll restart the rain. Yeah. I needed the Omni boost in order to get bite flinches, so. Well, that team underperformed. No, it didn't. Typhlosion's best move is Flame Wheel. Omastar's best move is Bite. That team performed probably as well as you could have imagined. All right. Let me add our 2 resets or 1 reset. I can't remember if okay, hold on. How many resets do we have today? Our first team lost. Our second team got to continue and lost. Our third team got to continue and lost. We should be at 19. Yeah. Okay. All right. So let's get rid of all of our previous registered teams, get one more new team, and call it a night. Dominic, though, you could ask Speed to watch. Speed watches a lot of YouTube. I don't. Unfortunately, I can't give you the polite lie. I could show you, though, that I legitimately do not have shorts. I am not lying about that. I absolutely have no shorts feed. There is no shorts. I have a actually, let me just find what it's called. I have a extension. It is called Unhook. It hides everything. All right, I'll just show you real quick. All right. So there's an extension up here. I downloaded it. It's called Unhook. You can hide like everything. So I hide just about everything you possibly can on YouTube. The only things that are not hidden is the home feed, which quite frankly, I'm never on the home feed, so it really doesn't matter. I could hide it. Playlists, because there is one playlist I watch from that one YouTuber I watch. Comments, and that's specifically if I'm watching like a video to help me play a video game that I'm playing. Like for instance, I was playing Grounded, and if there are tutorial videos, sometimes the comments are more valuable or more helpful than the actual video. So I don't hide the comments. The video info is if I'm trying to, like, let's say purchase something, like, I don't know, let's say like yesterday, no, it's 2 days ago. 2 days ago, I was looking up videos on how to like cold air proof my house, and in the comment section they have a link to the product that they were trying to show off. So I used the comment section in order to get the link to that item. I don't even know what top header is. Obviously I want notifications for my channel just in case I get people commenting, and I only use the subscription section, so it's the only feed that I look at. Yeah, I hide everything on YouTube. If it's on YouTube, I don't see it. All right, Vaporeon could be interesting. Based on the movesets they've been giving all these other Pokemon, Vaporeon has probably got Waterfall and Quick Attack. Fanpy? There's no way Fanpy is good. We're going to start getting to reroll territory soon. Igglybuff? Oh boy. We might be instituting the reroll quicker than I thought. Right? Lickitung. Okay, so far we have one Pokemon. Rhyhorn. Could be good, but unfortunately slow as dirt. And there is a trainer with all water Pokemon really early, so that's still not good. Unknown. Okay. Well, this team, I can tell you, might not even beat the first trainer. Yeah, we're probably going to institute re-rolling next time. Unfortunately, next time might be 2 weeks from now, because we're going to be playing Resident Evil starting tomorrow, and probably every day until I beat the game on hard and then on professional. So, or almost every day. So, might be a little while before we get back to the stadium streams. But on the bright side, we'll be having everyday streams, or almost everyday streams. Hey, look, I called it. Waterfall and Quick Attack. I called both of them. Just seemed like it was moves that they give a lot, give out a lot. All right, Fanpy. Earthquake, but its physical attack stats only 95. Igglybuff, there's absolutely no chance it's good. Doesn't matter what moves you give it because it's bad. You know, It's a funny moveset. All right. Lickitung. You know, Lickitung never ceases to amaze me. I always see these Lickitung movesets and I'm like, oh, that's pretty good. And then you just got to remember that Lickitung is slow as dirt and doesn't hit very hard. All right, Rhyhorn, basically just better Phanpy. Earthquake, that's all I wanted to see. And Unknown. Hidden Power. Yep. Kind of expected. This team is not going to make it very far. So let's go ahead and just assign the berries willy-nilly. All right. Well, thank you guys for joining in on today's stream. I appreciate it very much. Normally I'd say see you again next week or see you again on Saturday, but I think we're going to be seeing you guys again tomorrow. Approximately the same start time as today, 5:15-ish, possibly a little bit earlier, possibly a little bit later. Depends on how early I can start downloading the game. If I could download it, you know, at midnight, then definitely going to be probably 5:15, almost immediately after work, possibly a little bit earlier. Although I think for the very first stream probably won't be earlier because I'd still have to set up the thumbnail and all of that, which I've never even started yet. Probably could work on that. But yeah, so 5:15 or earlier. Hopefully you guys join in. Resident Evil is a fantastic game. I will be turning off all of the lights. So, actually, in hindsight, I might actually just turn off the camera altogether. That is probably the best experience. I won't cover up like ammo or anything important. I won't cover up cutscenes. But more importantly, if you're going to play a scary game, you want to play it in the dark. And if you're going to be playing a game in the dark, you're not going to be able to see my face very good. So why even bother? Actually, you know what? I'll do the middle ground. I will put up the green screen so I don't take up a lot of space. It still will be bright, so it'll be a little bit less scary on my end, but that's fine. So yeah, we'll put up the green screen tomorrow. Anyways, have a nice night, guys, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.